I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, if I was going to own a muscle car, I love the idea of a matching numbers car, which this car is as well, as a high-performance car. We say, well, Tony, of course their muscle cars are high-performance cars. Well, you're absolutely right. They were at the time, and they sounded like they were fast, and they could run pretty well. But then you go to a place where a new engine comes out along called a 383 stroker. If you haven't heard of a 383 stroker, it is a combination of two engines into one, and a wonderful combination. Why they never built this engine, I have no idea, and sold it in these cars because it's probably one of the best small block engines ever made. Anyway, so this car comes with 383 stroker motor in here, over 400 horsepower. We're told in the 450 to 475 range, which sounds like not a lot. Well, let me tell you, it's significantly more than the original factory motor, but the factory motor comes with it as well. And so the matching numbers engine is right there. We'll ship that with you when it goes with the car. All right. Then we have some great documentation I just wanted to show you real quick, because this is kind of cool. When you're wanting to authenticate cars, authenticating the cars that come with the matching numbers engine, right? And high performance stuff, but then you also get things like this here. It's the owner's manual, but check this out right here. That's a pretty cool piece, man. Showing the Camaro 71 with the Super Sport package, power brakes, automatic, tinted glass, the factory spoilers, right? Push button radio, door edge guards. So, I don't know, in my eyes, that's a nice piece to the whole car, throwing in the matching numbers engine as well as a high performance engine, and that makes for a really, really bad A muscle car. All right, so come on up here. Let's look at some paint real quick. Love this, Cortez Silver, charcoal stripes, right? Being able to read the letters nice and clear. All right, and then we come over here and you can read it there as well. Look how nice and clear everything is. This is nice too because this is all clear coated over, so you can't really feel the stripes. And that'll allow you to wash and wax the car for years without tearing the edges of the stripes. That's why they get ugly when they're not done properly. This has been done properly. All right, so BFG Radial TAs, right? Power disc brakes inside there. You want to be able to stop. You know, Super Sports came with disc brakes. All right, and that's a nice feature. Got Super Sport call outs, 350 in there. All right. All right, so a lot of times you look at a car and you go, wow, that's a great looking car, but a lot of times you don't know why it's a great looking car. So let me just point out a few things. First off, great color combination, right? Secondly, the stance of this car. Look at the way this car sits, man. It just looks like it's going fast. It's parked. It's not even moving, and it looks like it's moving along. Great color combination, stance, big wheels and tires in there, and just looks really authentic. The original engine hanging out in the background, put that in your garage, maybe turn it into a coffee table or something like that, get a piece of glass to the top, put it in your office. That would be a cool conversation piece, right? Huh? How about that? All right, so let's take a peek under the hood and see what that's all about. All right. Oh, what do we got here? I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. You wait a second, okay? We talked about 383 stroker. What's a 383 stroker look like? Well, from the outside, it looks pretty similar to every other small block Chevrolet, but not this one. Let's check that out. Whoa, look at this. All right, aluminum heads in here. Nice high-rise intake manifold. Big fat Holly on there, big fat Holly. So if you're ordering a Holly carburetor right now, Demon or whatever, those kind of carburetors, don't order them in CFMs, or you order a medium, a small, or a big fat one. That's a big fat one, all right? MSD ignition like it's supposed to, all right? You can go ahead and set the rev limiter there as well, keep you nice and safe, all right? And this right here, my friends, is how you want to own a muscle car. It's a great driving car. You drive this car to work, man. This car runs and drives so smooth and so easy, but you get on the gas and you're going to spank a lot of modern cars. All right, so this may seem like no big deal to you, but I'm going to tell you something. Most tag lights and most muscle cars don't work. Check this out. Just little detail stuff like that shows you that there's some amount of restoration thrown in here, all right? Decals for the jacking instructions that are in here, also about the Posi-trac. The trunk is detailed with the correct mat in there. So you get, you want to go to a car show or what have you, you can leave this open and show off your car just a little bit. And if you don't want to do any of that, you just want to drive this thing, man, just drive this thing. All right, so once this evolution of these second generation Camaros came, they kind of updated the interior, right? Became a little bit more modern inside. This one has tilt wheel, which is a nice feature, all right? Buckets, console, all right? The real thing that we're left with is the radio choice. Some people, this is a radio delete plate here. You could get that in the car. So we could put a modern stereo on here, we could put the stock radio in here, which we have those as well, and then put a modern radio in there and hide it, which might be really cool. All right, it's got nice gauges on the dash. I love this tilt wheel that we just talked about. All the interior stuff is new, seat covers, door panels, dash pad, all of this, and it's just really, this is a great looking interior. And you want it? This is the kind of car you want to drive to work. This is what you get in, had a bad day, get in, go for a drive, and roll on down the road. All right, so as we close up the video on this, we're talking about a well-built stroker motor for some extra power. What's not to like about that? Matching numbers motor that comes with it, all right, that as well. And just an overall stance of a car that says, wow, that is really an awesome, awesome car. Look at other 71 Camaros that are out there, or 70s in this range, the second generation of these cars. And for some reason, this car just sits just right. And man, when I say this thing rolls down the road, it rolls down the road. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. Figure out a way to get this bad A Camaro in your garage. How about we fire up this car so you can hear what a stroker motor really sounds like. Oh, that's no normal Camaro, is it?